Alright guys, it's originaligravemind. I'm back again with another CSGO Overwatch, and you're joined by your favourite Scottish YouTuber, or at least I hope you are, or hope I am, sorry, I hope I am, to you. So yeah, we're back with another Overwatch. I've just downloaded the case, so let's hop in, as per usual, and just get in and see if we can catch ourselves a hacker for today's Overwatch. So we are in, and we started off on CT side Dust, and it looks like the CTs have just rolled over the Ts for both the eco rounds, and we're on the full buy. So right away, he's very aggressive on mid, which is strange. Okay. Right, okay, I think this, right off the bat, I think there's something that's not legit about this guy. 4 headshots, he's very aggressive on mid there, very aggressive, without any cause. He wasn't concerned about tunnels at all. So let's see what the terrorists are going to do. So the CTs are very aggressive. Very aggressive. Okay, that was... What kind of pings this guy got? Where is he? He's got 30 ping. If he had a lower ping, I would understand. Like if he had something like 10 ping, I'd understand something that fast. But I don't know. I think this guy's... I'm not sure. It might be a trigger bar actually. I think this guy might be wall hacking actually, because this is a bit strange. The way he's playing is just strange. Right, this is something that's strange. That guy... Wow. That guy could have gone down behind the door instead of running back up to the top of mid. So why he didn't check to his right is something to be debatable. So I think this guy might be walling. I genuinely think he might be. And here he goes again with the insane push up mid. I think this is just the way this guy plays, but they are in tunnels and he seems to be flanking round the back here. And that was a nice shot, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it. Yeah, what is he doing? Okay, so the guy's lower tunnels, and that was a pointless nade. I don't know, what the fuck are you doing? Like, where was that nade going? Let's see what he's doing. He likes to peek mid quite a lot. I think he just got absolutely fucked by a guy on mid with a scout as well. That's what makes it worse. I don't know, is this guy hacking? There's been a lot of suspicious play and a lot of aggressive play. So I don't know. Seems to be... Yeah, see what I mean? He seems to be avoiding the place. He's not aiming at any specific place. He's just looking at walls. You know what I mean? He's just kind of generally looking around. He's not really aiming or holding any specific angle until he gets close to people. And he tries not to make it look obvious. He wasn't concerned about the top of mid until there's someone there. That's what I'm saying. He's like peeking there to make it look like he's playing legit. But obviously, I don't believe that this guy is legitimate. I don't think he's legitimate. I think he's wall hacking. He's just trying to be smart about it. It's not evident beyond a reasonable doubt yet, but I have no idea where the fuck that nade was going. It just went to the moon. Had a party. And what are you doing with your nades? Good God. What is this guy doing? Like, he has no kind of sense how to nade whatsoever. Which could be an indication that he might be hacking. I mean, the shots he's pulling off and the skill level you'd need for those kind of shots, his nades and his skill with the nades don't match up with the kind of skill he's got. I think he might be walling. Just a combination of things. He's being very kind of I mean, this is what I'm talking about. He just walks onto site without a care in the world. I mean, the guy could have been hiding behind boxes. He could have been car. He could have been tunnel. He could have been behind the door. You know, he just walks in without a care in the world. And somehow knows he's rotating. Doesn't check mid. The guy could have been to his right. He might have heard the plan. I don't know. Let's see how he handles this. And just decides to scope. Alright, so for this one, guys, I'm gonna put that he was wall hacking there, because it was very suspicious the way he was scoping. It's very suspicious the way he was playing, and the way he was like checking the place. Like, he'd check specific areas where he kind of knew people were at, but he just disregard other areas completely. He wasn't consistent with his with holding angles, is what I'm trying to say. He was very kind of, yeah, he wasn't consistent with the way he checked angles, and at the beginning of the rounds he wasn't really holding any angles. He was just kind of voiding the place out and looking through looking at the walls just in general. He wasn't like holding a specific angle or staying true to a spot, and he was very aggressive when generally you shouldn't be. For example, the mid push, and all those reasons combined, and the skill he's got with the nades, his nade skills are just awful. And for the kind of shots he was pulling off, and the kind of skill level you'd need to pull off those kind of shots, you'd kind of think that your nades would be on point, or better than what this guy had. And for all those reasons combined, I'm going to say that he's wall hacking. Simply because, obviously he wasn't aiming, there's no external assistance, and he wasn't griefing. But I do believe that guy was wall hacking.
What is happening, guys? You have reached caught or not halftime, and in this episode I'm going to be doing 2 Overwatch cases. I'll be doing them from time to time when I get short cases. So next up will be a completely different case, and the verdicts will be posted at the end for both of them. Alright guys, enjoy.
So right off the bat, we are 7-3. The CTs are winning, so could this guy be hacking because he's losing? It's a possibility. He's got 9 kills, 9 deaths, and 55% headshot ratio. So let's begin. So he flashes in and instantly traces to that guy. No consideration. Yeah, no consideration of the thing that kind of drew me to him there was he had no consideration of CT, and for that guy that was coming up mid, he instantly went to window. He did not go to door, and he aced the team. He aced them. We've just witnessed an ace. That was a pretty intense ace, I'm not gonna lie. But crucial question to be asked is it a legitimate ace? And if it is, props to him. It was a nice ace. But I do think there's a bit of bullshit going on here. I think he might. So far, it looks like walls. And that was one hell of a pre-fire, but it's a common place to sit, so nothing too dodgy there. He knew about the guy in short, so that was generic, and he just got picked off by an offer from mid. So let's see what he does now. It looks like he's going to peek. Same spot. Yep, he's pre-firing. It's a common spot. Nothing dodgy there. Although he doesn't pay attention to pit or anything behind him, which is strange. That could be an indication he's hacking, because generally you'd want to check pit if you're going to push into long, and he just shot that guy through his friend's leg. That might be worthy of a replay. I don't know. So yeah, they're pushing onto site. Generic smokes, nice take. But what was weird about that was the fact that no one checked pit, so that could be an indication that he was walling. Pre-fires, that's a common spot to pre-fire. It's fair enough. He's got a nice score, and he did get that ace. And yet again, he doesn't check pit. And funnily enough, there's no one pit. So if we get someone in pit in the later rounds, that will be interesting. Because if he checks pit, then that is, wow, this guy, his taps are on point. Then again, he could be using walls. But if there's a guy in pit later on and he does check it and he's careful around pit later on when there is a guy in pit, that could be the telltale sign that he is hacking, because he's just completely disregarded pit every time he's pushed long. So that's something we can watch for. So let's see what he's doing. His flash completely fucked up, and he flashed everybody but the enemy. Um, he's smoking see, he checked CT that time. That's what's strange about it. He checked CT, and beforehand when we saw him ace, he literally just ran out and completely disregarded CT. He didn't even look at it. And this time when there was someone there, he decided to check door and then CT. So, and now he's AFK. Is he preparing his tea? Is he getting his cat off his keyboard? Is he preparing a sandwich? Who knows? Is he turning on his hacks or turning them off? We have a kind of griefing war going on here. So he has griefed. That might be what he got reported for. Maybe. But you know, it's like... Oh, okay. I think he might have griefed, and like someone might have reported him for griefing, but he's actually hacking. Like how fucked would that be? Oh come on, this guy. He's now pre-firing him. He could have been to the left. You know, he could have been to the left. He could have gone left to go towards T-spawn, but he automatically tracks to the right. I don't know what was he doing. He's just kind of voiding. It looks like he's voiding. I think he might be walling. I mean, what is he actually doing? He's not holding an angle. He's just kind of staring at a wall. So maybe. And this is strange. They won last round, yet he doesn't buy. He decides to save. He's got 7 grand. Why would you not buy? I don't understand. It's the last guy's tunnels. He knows his tunnels, but let's see how he checks tunnels. There's nothing. He heard him. I heard him. Let's see what's going on here. Nose is itchy. I can't get tased. Wow. Okay, so the verdict. He was not aiming. There's no external assistance. He did grief, but it wasn't to the point that it was evident beyond a reasonable doubt he did grief. I saw him grief. I saw him shoot his ally in the head, but it was minor disruption. So yeah, I mean, it was only one time, you know. So like, if it was any more than one, then I'd probably submit a report on him for griefing. But you know, once. You know, you just fuck around. I do it with my friends. I'm pretty sure everybody does it with their own friends. It's just fucking about. But if you do it more than once, then, you know, people start to go, right, okay, stop. You know, it's not on. But the vision assistance one is... I'm going to put yeah, he was. He did have vision assistance for this one. Just because of the amount of times he completely disregarded some angles and traced people, pretty much. That's why the ace at the start was a prime example. He just completely disregarded CT and chased a guy around to the left. Whereas in later rounds, when there was a guy in CT, he completely disregarded the left and focused on CT. So he seems to be focusing on where people are rather than holding angles and checking angles to find people. He's checking the angles where people are, and then using like little kind of breaks to check all the angles and just like try and throw us off the scent. So I'm convinced this guy was aim hacking. I'm convinced he was aim hacking. So I'm going to submit that verdict. And we have caught another hacker, or I believe that I've caught another hacker. This one was really on the borderline. The only thing that convinced me was, like I said, that ace, where he just kind of completely outflanked the CTs in every way possible, which could be luck, but then later on he kind of does the same thing, just to a lesser extent, and he doesn't check those angles that he previously checked, and he wasn't consistent. And that's how, like, generally from my experience, that's how you catch hackers. It's what they don't do and their inconsistency that kind of gives them away, because usually people have a playstyle that they stick to and angles that they always check and places that they always go, or like places on a map that they always go to check. And yeah, most hackers are inconsistent because they're only after the kills, and they only kind of check the angles where people will be sitting, because they know they're sitting there because they're hacking. So that's my logic behind it. If you disagree with me, drop a comment, let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, let me know, and I'll keep making more. And share it with your friends and the communities you're part of, and share the love, so to speak. Alright guys, so that is all for this episode of Caught or Not. I believe we did catch a hacker this time. I do believe that. And if you enjoyed this content, subscribe for more. And that's all for now. Yeah, that is all for now. That's all for this episode of Caught or Not. Alright guys, peace.
So did we or did we not catch hackers in this episode of Caught or Not? Well, this episode was a special episode where we done a double Overwatch case where we reviewed 2 cases. So for the first case, the guy was blatantly well, he wasn't blatantly hacking, but he was hacking, and he was caught. As for the second case, it was very borderline, and it could have been either way, but for me, the ace sealed the deal for me, and the way he was checking the angles just wasn't consistent enough to be a legitimate player. I think he was hacking and he was just seeking kills, and for that reason he was also caught. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this double episode of Caught or Not. It's something new. I usually only do 1 per video, but I decided to squeeze 2 into this video. And if you liked this kind of style, please let me know and I'll make more for you. And I will do the single cases as well, but I will do double cases on occasions just to mix up. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like I said, leave likes, comments, and subscribe for more of this kind of content. And I want to thank you all for watching. Alright guys, bye for now.